Sir, are we live?
Yes, live.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Outlook's live coverage of the Assembly Elections 2023 results. So, taking forward from the last discussion, we'll be focusing on Telangana Assembly election results now. So, based on the leaks that are coming in, we do see a tide in favor of the Congress. It's leading in about, I think, 64 seats the last time I checked, and BRS was, I think, about 40 seats. So we'll be delving into the major factors as to why we are seeing a tide in favor of the Congress. So I'm joined by Kiran Kumar sir. He's a PhD scholar from the University of Hyderabad, and he's also the national president of the All India OBC Students Association. Thank you, sir, for joining us. So
Thank you, Anisha.
so beginning with, why do you think that there's been this tide in favor of the Congress, especially because BRS has been in power since the formation of the state? What would you see as the major reasons why Congress could probably win this time?
Anisha, there are so many reasons, but we can actually categorize certain reasons, especially related to Telangana. We can categorize into two forms. One is actually the party's capacity, that is Congress party's capacity, and the campaign management is very strong. And since Rahul Gandhi's Yatra, Jodo Yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra, it's around 18 days in Congress in Telangana, and since then the Congress is actually reviving. In fact, there are mistakes done by BRS and both BRS and BJP. BRS underestimated the capacity and the anti-incumbency vote that is there in the state, and they also underestimated the role of youth, how actually the youth related issues, especially the employment, public employment, and TSPS PSC issue, and all these things were actually underestimated. And on other side, BJP also done so many mistakes since they were actually reviving in the state since GHMC election and a couple of by-elections. They were actually reviving in the state, but they immediately changed their party head, who was aggressively doing the campaign in the state. That is Bandi Sanjay. And they have not done significantly recently in past two three months. But in the last, they come up with two important decisions. That is to make the announce that BJP wins, that CM will be from BC community, and subcategorization of Madigas and Mala Madigas, especially in SC categories. But Congress has taken lots of advantage of it. Especially because Congress, inside the Congress, the party system is actually flexible. You can see so many groups within the Congress. Congress has managed group politics actually, and the campaign is very meticulously designed and deliberated and delivered in the state. So starting from, they have taken each and every issue. We can see youth issues, employment, on other side farmers issues, and the manifesto is clearly, they articulated very well, taking into the segments of SCs, STs, OBCs, minorities, and each declaration they come up with each declarations in youth declaration, SC declaration, OBC, BC declaration, and they assured this caste census, an increase in the reservations like that of in Bihar, and the unity within the party and leadership, both from AICC and the TPCC, has done a very good job and delivered the things. This is one level. On other level, the civil society groups, especially farmers groups, right to Swaraj Vedika, we can say Swaraj Abhiyan, they were actually part of Swaraj Abhiyan, and some of the groups, employees groups, pensioners groups, and caste groups, and 26 deleted caste within the state, within Hyderabad. They have removed certain BC caste from the list. These groups and the student groups like us has have actually done a very good job in the society, because we have raised the issues of what are the problems that have created by this BRS government and the BJP government, and we gave a call of reject BRS and BJP. That is what many of the civil society organizations have given the call, and that is also actually worked out very well. And and especially the students, unemployed students have taken rallies independently in each assembly segment. They have actually campaigning against the BRS government, because there are no group 1 jobs, there are no group 2 jobs. There are many of the jobs and many of the papers that have leaked are in actually Xerox center, and it actually affected the youth, especially the unemployed youth. They have become a major campaigners of these independent campaigners of these elections. So it's a combination of both parties' strength and the civil society's activism, both together actually deliver the things. Especially the farmers groups, tenant farmer groups have worked very well. Because they are not getting in Raitu Bandhu, they are not getting anything, tenant farmers, but they are actually the major chunk who are on the ground and doing this field work. It's their hard work are not being provided any incentives. That is what Congress has come up with, assurance that they will provide 12,000 rupees for the tenant farmers. These are the things I think Congress has learned a lot since Bharat Jodo Yatra. They have worked on different issues, farmers issues, women issues, youth issues, SCs, STs, OBC issues, and they have done this thing. And very importantly, and another important thing, the campaign management, if you can see, Kharge has actually taken up the campaigning role in SC constituencies. Priyanka Gandhi has done very well in ST constituencies, and Rahul Gandhi has taken up role in urban constituencies. So all these things, and Revanth Reddy and the Batti Vikramarka's road Padayatras also worked out. So it's not single factor, but it's a combination of multiple factors. On the other side, the BRS underestimation of anti-incumbency. They have done certain things in the state in terms of water, in terms of social welfare, especially Raitu Bandhu. They have done it, but none of these factors actually help TRS to revive.
Yes, sir, I completely agree because that's what even I observed on the ground as well. I was looking at BJP's seats, and I mean, in the last elections, they had just 1 seat. But this time, the leads are showing that they're leading in 9 seats. So, what would you say about BJP's presence in Telangana? Because, I mean, when BJP lost in Karnataka, they did lose their gateway to South India, but they heavily campaigned during GHMC polls in Hyderabad, and it was a very high decibel campaign. So people thought that BJP would be a second contender, if not like coming to power. They are the third contender, but they might win more seats than they won last time. So what would you say about BJP's position in Telangana?
Yeah, so that's what I said initially. BJP, there is a mismanagement. Maybe high command has given some misinformation from the state, and they have taken a wrong decision, because from 1 to 9 or 10 is very big number. And initially, everyone expected BJP will be taken over this opposition role in the state. But I don't know but what happened some 6 months before. There is a huge change in the leadership within the party. And there is internal fractions. You can see the internal fractions of Bandi Sanjay on one side, on other side, Etal Rajendar, on other side, the RSS-backed leadership. On other side, on the fourth side, there are leaders from other parties who have joined within the in BJP party, like Vijay Shanti, Komitretti, and some other Vivek Venkateswamy. So like this, these are the figures who are actually unable to digest the fact that BJP is having certain internal understanding with BRS in terms, because Kavita was not arrested, and there were most of them were actually in dissent and left the party and joined Congress in the last moment. So internally within the party, the management has failed. And actually, its numbers are very good. You can see in the northern belt, especially in Nizamabad, in Adilabad, they are performing very well. They would have performed very well in Karimnagar and also in Peddapalli parliament constituencies. but they have made a very big mistakes by changing the leadership from Bandi Sanjay, who was actually intensively working very hard for 2 years, and he has done completed the Padayatra in the state, raising so many issues, aggressively speaking, taking up this agenda of Hindutva and countering the BRS. But at last, with 2-3 months, everyone believed, any layman in state will say there is some internal between BRS and BJP. That is actually become a big problematic issue for BJP. Otherwise, BJP would have performed comparatively better than what they are now. At least they would have reached to the level of 25 to 30. And most of the important leaders, they did not contest at all. Like Kishan Reddy did not contest. DK Aruna, who is actually the vice president of party, national vice president, she didn't contest. Like that, the OBC Morcha, Dr. Lakshman has not contested in this election. Like this, they have given up the fight. I can say before 2-3 months, and Vijay Shanti was not in the list. Vivek was not in the list during that time when they announced some of the important decisions. So this have become a very problematic thing. But at last, they understood that they can actually do well in the election because there is so much of anti-incumbency. Even if you can see, if you combine both Congress and BJP's vote share, there is actually 2/3 of voting in this state is actually against the BJP, against the TRS. Anti-KCR, anti-TRS, BRS trend is there. But that's the reason I think they intensified the campaigning during the last 2 weeks, because they have announced BCCM just 15 days, 16 days before, and they have come up with this very important demand of Madiga's that is taken up by Mandakrishna Madiga. Priyam himself attended the meeting and assured that that the party is for subcategorization in the state, and they also constituted a committee. But these two important decisions have not actually helped the BJP party, because voters believe that there must be some change, and that change will come only through Congress, but not through BJP.
Okay, and so last question was that, so now looking at the trends now, if BRS does not come to power, and we have seen that the party heavily relied on the sentiment of this separate Telangana statehood and the agitation for it and everything. Now that we know that that sentiment might not be working for the party because of obviously the various problems with its schemes and unfulfilled promises, how do you see the future of this party? Because I think regional parties are very important, and we have been seeing that Congress has been winning the past few elections and in elsewhere as well. So what would you say about the future of BRS and regional parties like BRS?
See, it's a very big lesson for any of the regional party. If they are arrogant, if they are not looking at issues, and if they are not understanding the anti-incumbency in the state, then you will be over. By national parties are waiting. They have the resources, they have the campaign management, they have the experience, they have the money, and regional party actually fighting against two big national parties is a very big issue for any of the regional parties, especially for BRS. BRS should actually introspect, because that state was formed, Telangana was formed because of the sacrifice of youth, especially they have committed suicides for the sake of statehood, and the civil society groups, they voluntarily came and agitated for the statehood. But KCR has totally neglected civil society groups, is not meeting any of the leaders or who are actually working at the grassroots level. And Pragati Bhavan, which is actually the CM's residency, used to be organized by his president actually organized Praja Darbars there. Praja Sadasulu, we call it as Praja Darbar there. And it's open for everyone, but now it's closed, and hardly you can see whoever there with him in videos inside the Pragati Bhavan. are actually losing very badly. He himself losing in Kamareddy. In Gajwel, he is actually fighting very hardly, is fighting there. And Jeevan Reddy, who is with him, Palla Reddy is also there, who are actually losing these elections. And the important signal here is he has to listen to the concerns of the party people and also to actually the voters, the people. And the leadership, there should be, KTR actually transformed himself for past 15 days, 20 days. He's meeting, coming out, having biryani, going there in metros and meeting students, meeting unemployed youth, giving assurance. So I think KTR has realized the importance of keeping in touch with the voters. And if you are not coming out, and still if we can think that I am the leader, I am the solo leader, I can decide. There is so much of dissent on MLS, but he has not changed single. I think he has changed only a couple of MLS, but 115 MLS is actually holding 115 MLS who are having actually highest form of dissent in people. More than KCR, MLAs are actually facing so many problems in constituencies because they also became something like KCR who never meets people and they are involved in corruption charges. So KCR should learn from his movement period because he was actively involved, meeting people, meeting activists, meeting civil society group, sharing stage with civil society groups, especially and also the caste organization, especially SC, ST, OBC. He has not given a single seat to Mudiraj community. How arrogant he is. They are having around 25, 30 lakhs population. And Madigas, who are actually the significant group within the SCs, were not given a ministerial berth. And these two communities en masse voted against, I think 90 to 95% voted against BRS. I think they have to do so much of introspection. They have to do so much of work before 2024 general elections. And if they are not doing it, then it's very bad period for them because BJP is waiting there to play the important maybe opposition leader because Congress is a threat for them. If BRS is not taking up issues, then it will be a problematic for the BRS, not only for the BRS, even MAM, who were actually confident of 7 seats because they gave an open support to BRS. But minority groups are not, if you see the trends, minorities, especially Muslims, are also voting for Congress. So MAM also is losing in Nampally important position to Firoz Khan, where Rahul Gandhi has done a very good Padayatra and also organized meetings there, and 2 other positions to BJP. So they are winning. They are actually leading in, they won 1 and leading in 3 positions. So it's a big message for both BRS and MAM. So they cannot actually underestimate the power of anti-incumbency, underestimate the power of unemployed youth, farmers, women, SCs, STs, OBCs. OBCs were actually demanding the caste census, but it was not articulated by KCR, whereas Rahul Gandhi in his first meeting in Mantani has articulated clearly that they are committed for caste census, they are committed for the empowerment of backward classes and SCs, and that is actually paying so much of significantly for the party, for Congress party, and that is what actually the reasons for the BRS party to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, well, these were all the questions I had, sir. Thank you so much for your time and hope to catch up with you soon. And please stay tuned with Outlook for more live coverage of the assembly election results. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ansh. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back to Outlook. So, as you know, that since morning we are discussing different nuances of the elections, whatever is happening in different states. So, what we have found that in case of Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, in all of the states, Vajpayee is leading, and in case of Madhya Pradesh, it's a sweeping victory. It's no more early trend when at 11 when we came and we said it's early trend, but no more. It's like that. So now we can see it's more than almost 160 seats. That's going to be with Vajpayee. So what are the factors we discussed last time in the Adivasi region? What are the major things that actually affected the vote base of Congress in Malwanima region that we discussed earlier? But now we need to know another two important region. One is Mahakoshal region, and another is specifically Chambal Gwalior region, because Mahakoshal region is the region of Kamal Nathji. That's one of the most important regions. Even in Mahakoshal region, Congress is suffering. In case of Chambal Gwalior, as in the last video we were discussing, in Chambal Gwalior, a Scindia factor certainly worked. In what way we don't know, because since 2020 when Scindia left Congress and joined Vajpayee, then we found that several Scindia loyalists lost elections in 2022. In Gwalior municipality elections, Congress won after 54 years. So there's several factors that certainly most of the media believe that it's not working in favor of Vajpayee, but we see that Chambal, Gwalior, and Mahakoshal, both of the regions are going to BJP. So for this, we are here with us two senior journalists. One is from Bhopal, Altamaz Jalal. Welcome, Altamaz Bhai. Thank
Thank you
you for
so much,
joining.
Avi.
And we have Zakaria Khan. I guess Zakaria Khan hasn't joined yet. So we will look for Zakaria Khan to join. So before we start, Altamaz जी आपसे एक चीज हम लोगों को आप बताइए कि ग्वालियर चंबल रीजन, ये ग्वालियर चंबल रीजन में हम लोग देख रहे थे कि ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया का फैक्टर, हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि वैसा काम नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि इलेक्शन के पहले भी देखा गया कि बहुत सारा ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया लॉयलिस्ट चला आया कांग्रेस में। ये सब फैक्टर था। आपको क्या लग रहा है ग्वालियर चंबल क्यों ये सिचुएशन हो गया?
देखिए, ये एक कॉमन फैक्टर तो लाडली बहना का है सबसे बड़ा, लेकिन अभी तक ग्वालियर चंबल के नतीजे फाइनल नहीं आए हैं। कि अभी जैसे नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर का भी फाइनल नहीं हुआ है, कितना वो पीछे चल रहे हैं कंफर्म नहीं है। लेकिन जो नाराजगी कांग्रेस समझ रही थी वोटर की है बीजेपी से, लेकिन उसका मतलब ये नहीं था कि वो नाराजगी जो है वो बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट चली जाएगी। लोकल लीडरशिप से नाराजगी जरूर थी, लेकिन जो एक पारंपरिक वोटर है उसने अपना वोट जो है वो बीजेपी को ही दिया है, और उनमें ही एक अपना ट्रस्ट जो है उन्होंने शो किया है। तो ये एक बड़ा साइन है पूरे स्टेट, पूरे कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए, कि लास्ट टाइम 2018 से भी कम सीट जो है उनकी आ रही हैं। अभी जैसे जैसे टाइम आगे जाता जा रहा है तो हम लोग देखते जा रहे हैं कि फाइनल सीट्स आती जा रही हैं।
तो आपको क्या लग रहा है भाई, क्या हुआ ऐसा कि कांग्रेस का बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट में एंटी इनकम्बेंसी फैक्टर भी काम नहीं किया, शिवराज सिंह चौहान का एंटी इनकम्बेंसी फैक्टर भी फेल किया?
देखिए, एक लोकप्रियता की बात है। शिवराज सिंह चौहान एक सीनियर लीडर हैं और उनको जनता काफी एक्सेप्टेंस है उनका। 18 में भी जो बीजेपी की वो सीट्स आई थी, 100 क्रॉस किया था, उसके पीछे भी शिवराज सिंह चौहान को ही एक बड़ा फैक्टर माना जा रहा था। और कांग्रेस में देखा जाए तो कमलनाथ 18 में उनको एक न्यू फेस के तौर पर लॉन्च किया गया, लेकिन उनका एक्सेप्टेंस ऐसा मास लीडर अभी नहीं लगता है कि जनता जो है उनको एक्सेप्ट कर पाई है। प्लस उनका ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस जो था कांग्रेस का, वो भी काफी हद तक जो है इस बार इफेक्ट हुआ है। जिस तरीके की तैयारियां होना चाहिए थी वैसी तैयारी, जैसे लिस्ट आने में काफी टाइम लगा, और वहीं जो है बीजेपी ग्राउंड पे बहुत वर्क कर रही थी, वैसा वर्क कांग्रेस का नहीं दिखा। तो लाडली बहना योजना एक फैक्टर हो सकता है करंट में, लेकिन और जो योजनाएं शिवराज सिंह चौहान की चलाई जा रही हैं लगातार, वो भी एक बड़ा फैक्टर है उनकी जीत को लेकर।
सो आप जैसे बात कर रहे थे, बात करते करते जकरिया खान साहब हम लोग के साथ जुड़ गए हैं। जकरिया साहब अभी सियोनी में है। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जकरिया साहब ज्वाइन करने के लिए। सो जकरिया साहब, आपसे हम लोग, आप महाकौशल रीजन में हैं, आपसे हम लोग ये पूछना चाहेंगे कि जैसे कमलनाथ जी का बात कर रहे थे अल्तमास जी, कि कमलनाथ जी का पॉपुलैरिटी मास लीडरशिप में नहीं बन पाया, इसके बारे में आपका क्या ख्याल है? और महाकौशल रीजन में इतना पुअर परफॉर्मेंस का वजह क्या है, आपको क्या लगता है?
देखिए, महाकौशल की जहां तक बात हो तो महाकौशल में जबलपुर और डिंडौरी का तो खैर अभी अच्छा है, मंडला, डिंडौरी, बालाघाट, सिवनी और छिंदवाड़ा, इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट में रिजल्ट अच्छा है। मगर नरसिंहपुर और जिस तरह से और जो दूसरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, नरसिंहपुर, जबलपुर, कटनी, यहाँ पे जिस तरह का क्लीन स्वीप हुआ है, तो दरअसल जब टिकट का बंटवारा हुआ तो आपने देखा होगा कि जो लास्ट लिस्ट कांग्रेस की आई थी, जो सबसे आखिरी में, उसको लेकर काफी हल्ला मचा था, और वो जो हल्ला मचा था कुछ उसका भी असर सीटों पे नजर आया है। जिस तरह से कहा गया कि लाडली बहना का असर, तो लाडली बहना का असर अगर देखा जाए तो मैं नहीं मानता कि ये लाडली बहना का असर था। मैं ये मानता हूं कि कांग्रेस ने इस चुनाव को काफी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट होकर लड़ा, जैसा कि अभी अल्तमश भाई आपसे बात कर रहे थे, और ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस के चक्कर में ही कई सीटें कांग्रेस ने गंवाई। जहां तक सवाल है कमलनाथ की, उनको मास लीडर के तौर पर उनकी एक्सेप्टेंस का ना होना, तो ये अभी तक हमें लग रहा था कि वो मास लीडर के तौर पे शायद जनता उन्हें एक्सेप्ट कर रही है, ऐसा महसूस हो रहा था जैसा कि हमें। मगर ये रिजल्ट बता रहा है कि उन्हें जनता ने मास लीडर के तौर पे एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है, जैसे कि एक्सेप्टेंस दूसरे लीडर्स की है। जैसे
तो
कि अगर हम
कमलनाथ
दिग्विजय सिंह,
छिंदवाड़ा का मुख्यमंत्री बन के रह गया।
नहीं देखिए,
कमलनाथ
उनकी इमेज भी कमलनाथ हैं, तो उनकी ये इमेज भी इस बार मामले में रही है कि वो छिंदवाड़ा के नेता हैं या छिंदवाड़ा के मुख्यमंत्री हैं, इस तरह की इमेज उनकी रही है। मगर जब हम बात करें महाकौशल रीजन की, तो उसमें जैसे सिवनी सीट जहां का मैं खुद हूं, ये सीट कई सालों से कांग्रेस हार रही थी। अभी की पोजीशन में ऐसा लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे कांग्रेस अच्छा करने जा रही है। अभी हम नहीं कह सकते, अभी 7 ही राउंड हुए हैं, शुरू के 6-7 राउंड में क्या होता है। अभी फिलहाल यहाँ पे आगे आगे चल रही है, और भी बालाघाट जिले में 4 सीटों में कांग्रेस आगे चल रही है, 6 में से, जिसमें गौरी शंकर बिसेन एक बड़े मंत्री हो। बालाघाट सीट भी लंबे समय से बीजेपी के कब्जे वाली सीट रही है। तो ऑल ओवर जब आप मध्य प्रदेश का रिजल्ट रीजन वाइज देखते हैं, तो फिर भी महाकौशल आपको थोड़ा बेहतर नजर आएगा दूसरे रीजन से। जैसे कि आप देखेंगे बुंदेलखंड साफ है, वहां पे सिर्फ एक सीट है जिसमें गोविंद सिंह राजपूत अभी बड़े किनारे किनारे से आगे चल रहे हैं, और मामला जो चल रहा है कि दूसरी सीटों में।
वजह क्या है
मगर
बुंदेलखंड में ये होने का, वजह क्या लग रहा है जकरिया साहब आपको?
मुझे जो वजह लग रही है, कांग्रेस ने इस चुनाव को सोशल मीडिया का चुनाव बना के लड़ा, कि मतलब हमें हवा दिख रही थी ग्राउंड में, जिस तरह की मेहनत होनी चाहिए थी, जिस तरह की बीजेपी की कार्यकर्ता घर घर जा रहे थे, जिस तरह से बीजेपी ने अपने आरएसएस के कैडर का उपयोग किया, जिस तरह से बीजेपी का कैडर, जैसे एग्जांपल के तौर पे जब लाडली बहना योजना बीजेपी लेके आई, तो उसके पहले बीजेपी ने एक योजना, कांग्रेस ने एक योजना लॉन्च की थी, नारी सम्मान योजना। उसका जिस तरह से अनाउंसमेंट हुआ, हल्ला हुआ, आप ये पाएंगे कि उन्होंने इसका प्रचार घर तक नहीं कर पाया। जो प्रचार बीजेपी घर तक कराई, जिनके लिए बीजेपी जानी जाती है बूथ में घर घर तक पहुंचने के लिए, और बीजेपी का जो कॉन्फिडेंस हमें नजर आ रहा था, दरअसल वो यही वजह थी कि उन्होंने अपने प्रचार को घर घर तक पहुंचाया, और उसका रिजल्ट हम अभी देख रहे हैं।
अच्छा अल्तमस भाई, आपसे आपसे एक चीज यहाँ से ही एक बात आ रहा है कि आदिवासी सीट्स मध्य प्रदेश में बोला जाता है 47 आदिवासी सीट्स में जिसका डोमिनेशन रहेगा वही इलेक्शन, वही
22 सीट्स।
इलेक्शन जीतेगा। तो इस सिचुएशन में आदिवासियों में कांग्रेस का ऐसा क्या हाल हो गया, क्या वजह था कि आदिवासी सीट्स भी 2018 में जो कांग्रेस के पास आया था सही से, वो 2023 में जाने वाला है? अभी हम लोग के पास खबर है कि झाबुआ का सीट जो भानुपुरिया जीतने वाला है। सो इसमें क्या लग रहा है, इतना मध्य प्रदेश में आदिवासी एट्रोसिटीज हुआ है, आदिवासी के ऊपर इतना अत्याचार का रिपोर्ट्स हम लोग पढ़े हैं, तो इसमें क्या ये चीज हुआ है, आप अगर थोड़ा बता पाए?
देखिए, आदिवासियों को लेकर हमारा पहले भी एक बार डिस्कशन हुआ था। एक तो कांग्रेस के पास बड़ा फेस नहीं है सिवाय कांतिलाल भूरिया के अलावा। दूसरी सबसे बड़ी बात है कि बीजेपी ट्राइबल बेल्ट को लगातार बीते 2 साल से मेहनत कर रही है। उन्होंने भोपाल रेलवे स्टेशन का नाम बदला, और कई प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं वो ट्राइबल लीडर्स और ट्राइबल के जो लीडर्स थे बड़े, उनको मानने वाले उनके फॉलोअर्स को लेकर किए। और अभी हाल ही में आप देखेंगे कि तेंदुपत्ता संग्रहण करने वाले जो मजदूर होते हैं उनको भी अलग अलग योजनाएं जो हैं उन्होंने चलाई हैं। तो ये कांग्रेस उन एट्रोसिटीज को लेकर पूरी तरीके से नहीं भुना पाई, चाहे वो सोशल मीडिया हो या ग्राउंड पे काम हो। वहीं बीजेपी ने उस पे इतनी लेयर्स कंटिन्यू की कि वो उनका सारा ढक गया मामला, जितने उनके एट्रोसिटीज के केस थे। अभी लेकिन हमने अभी करंट न्यूज जो है वो फग्गन सिंह कुलस्ते हारे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि नाराजगी नहीं है, लेकिन अगर थोड़ा और पुश करती कांग्रेस, उन मुद्दों को लेके जाते ट्राइबल्स तक, तो ये चीजें
तो शायद
उनके
कुछ
फेवर में
बेहतर
हो सकती थी। अभी भी आप देखें कई रिपोर्ट्स नेट पे अवेलेबल हैं, ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म पे, ट्राइबल्स को योजनाओं का लाभ नहीं मिल पा रहा है। लेकिन ये किसकी जिम्मेदारी है? अगर विपक्ष में आप हैं तो ये विपक्ष में आपकी ही जिम्मेदारी बनती है कि उन चीजों को आप किस तरीके से अपने फेवर में टर्न कर सकते हैं।
लास्ट एक चीज आप दोनों से ही पूछेंगे, शिवराज सिंह चौहान को मुख्यमंत्री बनाने का ये लोग सोच लिया था कि नहीं बनेगा, ये होगा वो होगा, बहुत सारा बात आया, अभी क्या लग रहा है? जकरिया भाई पहले आप बताइए, शिवराज सिंह चौहान ही मुख्यमंत्री बने?
देखिए, मैं अभी टीवी चैनल्स पे दोनों तीनों भाजपा के जो प्रदेश के बड़े,
जकरिया भाई आपका कनेक्शन थोड़ा सा, जकरिया भाई आप सुन पा रहे
देख रहा था, मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
हाँ अभी सुन पा रहे हैं जकरिया साहब, बताइए।
जी, जो खुशी मुझे ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया के चेहरे पे नजर आ रही थी वो शिवराज सिंह चौहान के चेहरे पे नजर नहीं आ रही थी। तो मतलब हो सकता है कि शिवराज सिंह चौहान मुख्यमंत्री बन जाए, मगर फिलहाल मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि शायद ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया भी अगले मुख्यमंत्री मध्य प्रदेश के हो सकते हैं। और जो बड़े नेता हो सकते थे, जैसे कि अगर बीजेपी आदिवासी वोटर्स को चाहती बनाना, तो अभी अल्तमश भाई ने कहा कि फग्गन सिंह कुलस्ते चुनाव हार गए हैं और वो सारी चीजें, तो मुझे नजर आ रहा है कि अगर शिवराज नहीं तो ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया अगले मुख्यमंत्री होंगे बीजेपी की ओर से मध्य प्रदेश।
अल्तमश भाई आपका क्या मानना है?
मैं इस बात से कम इत्तेफाक रखता हूँ। ऐसा हो सकता है, पॉसिबिलिटी हो, लेकिन मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हो सकता है बीजेपी लोकसभा तक मामा को दोबारा रिपीट करे।
हाँ, ये पॉसिबल है,
और
पॉसिबल
उसके
है।
बाद हो सकता है कि वो राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष की रेस में शामिल हों।
अच्छा,
शिवराज सिंह चौहान।
शिवराज सिंह चौहान,
हाँ
बहुत
हाँ, एक चीज और मैं यहाँ पे ऐड करना चाहूंगा, इस जीत के बाद शिवराज सिंह चौहान का कद बीजेपी के अंदर जो बढ़ा है उसका अंदाजा शायद हम यूं ही कहें कि अमित शाह और जेपी नड्डा के बाद शायद बीजेपी में अब उनका ही कद है,
शिवराज।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। सो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अल्तमश भाई और जकरिया साहब ज्वाइन
थैंक यू
करने
सो
के लिए।
मच।
So this is the thing, as we are saying continuously, that this is Adivasi votes matter in Madhya Pradesh, and some way or other, Congress failed to, as both of the analysts that we just spoke to, they were saying that we some way or other Congress failed to reach the Adivasi vote bank. This is one part, and another part that came up in this discussion, that probably Shivraj Singh Chauhan is going to be the next chief minister of Madhya Pradesh, but that's still the time is going to say. And what Zakaria Khan said, it's very important that Jyotiraditya Scindia may have its own turn. So